corporations purchased them. But thanks to Michelangelo, everyone got paranoid and started purchasing this antivirus software to protect their computers from the virus.
A little knowledge nugget here. Only about tens of thousands of computers were infected by Michelangelo. Just thought I'd throw that out there. And by the way, was there really 5 million computers out there in 1992?
Maybe. I guess all at the corporations, possibly.
Yeah, that's true. I was just thinking like personal computers, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, like most people didn't really have a computer.
Yeah.
So it's probably just those corporations, stock market shit.
I was just a wee young little 5-year-old.
What year was it? 92?
Yeah.
Damn, I was only 3.
Oh, I was 4. My bad. I calculated that wrong. I'm stupid. Don't look at me like that. Continue.
You're not stupid. Don't ever say that, young man. All right, so not only did this virus get a lot of regular people to buy into the antivirus software, but it propelled John's business to go public, and it turned into a multi-million-dollar business overnight. So in 1994, John decided to resign from the company and sold all of his shares, which netted him about $100 million.
So after leaving his company and selling his shares, John kind of kept a relatively low profile for a little bit. He would give young startup advice, lecture at Stanford Graduate School of Business, and also work on projects of his own. He's worked on 2 social network projects called the Powwow and the Tribal Voice, but neither of them kind of caught on and just eventually faded out.
In the 2000s, John purchased hundreds of acres of land in Colorado where he opened up a yoga retreat where people would come, meditate, and stay for free. Also around this time, he published books on yoga where he provided practices to help individuals develop in-depth self-awareness and also wrote about the history of yoga.
For free? Goodness, what a philanthropist. So in 2008, the financial crisis happened. At this time, supposedly, John lost a ton of money from his investments. Some reports state that his $100 million was all the way down to only $4 million. And just a knowledge nugget here, John did say in an interview that he said that to journalists as an act, that he had multiple offshore accounts that could not be traced to his name. So just keep that in mind.
So John decided to sell his land in Colorado and move to Belize. There in Belize, John said that he wanted to go into the world of natural medicine. So John hired a microbiologist from Harvard, moved her to Belize, built her a giant lab there, and started a company called Curamex.
But things in Belize got hairy. John started to become convinced that he was being watched all the time, that the CIA or someone involved in the United States government was spying on him.
So fast forward a couple years later to 2012. John's neighbor, an American named Greg Fowle, was found dead with a bullet wound.
To the head.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Execution style.
Oh, well, the police called up John and asked him to come in for just a simple questioning regarding his neighbor. John, however, grew paranoid and decided to flee to Guatemala.
Shortly after fleeing, the media group called Vice asked John for an interview, in which he agreed. So they flew down 2 reporters to interview his ass.
During this interview, Vice posted pictures of John, which, I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal. However, those dumbass journalists forgot to turn off the GPS coordinates when they took the pictures. So when they took them, the pictures still had the GPS coordinates attached to them, which showed John's exact location. Now, quickly after those pictures were posted, the Guatemalan police raided where John was staying